Alright, time to join up with the assassins and become evil.
What is the music of life?
Something evil, like a flute. Drums. A harmonica, maybe. Sorry. So evil. Alright, let's go meet up with Astrid and see if we can't get a contract to go kill everything. Well, at least we don't have a bunch of Draugr down here. Looks like a converted cairn or barrow or crypt or whatever. Oh, cool. It's actually a quest book. There's a couple books like that. I know there's one for something called Red Eagle. Go find Red Eagle's sword and trying to think of what else. And that's just a straight up skill point. I'll take it. I guess I'm gonna take some time looking around here. Okay, you have these. I don't know if these respawn. Even after like 3 days. I don't think so. I don't recall ever coming back to get another set. Try to keep our eye on that.
Ah, at last. I hope you found the place all right. Well, what happens now is you start your new life in the Dark Brotherhood. You're part of the family, after all. This, as you can see, is our sanctuary. You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable. Yes, the silence suits you. Gives you an air of mystery. Now, down to business. I'm arranging a job for you. But in the meantime, go talk to Nazir. He may have some smaller contracts to tide you over. Soon, the Night Mother will arrive. And things around here are sure to get even more interesting. Ah, but one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavors.
What was the lizard's name in Oblivion? Basically the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, or at least at the Sanctuary. I mean, I know you had, like, LeChance.
This sanctuary has been my entire life since I was a young woman.
Kirava?
That's when I first
Sounds
discovered my, shall we call it, aptitude for elimination. I had an uncle, you see. He made certain unwanted advances. So I killed him, and liked it. Then I killed again, and liked it even more. And so on. I was recruited by the Dark Brotherhood, and have been here ever since. I met my husband, Arnbjorn, rose to leadership, and now, here we are. The unholy matron, the shrouded lady, the mistress of the void, she goes by many names. Ages past, Sithis gave a woman 5 children. She killed them to win his favor, thus becoming the Night Mother. If you believe that sort of thing. Today, she's a skeleton. An ancient corpse. But more importantly, a corpse that's been brought to this sanctuary by her keeper. Be sure and introduce yourself to your new family members. They're all very eager to meet you.
Right. Since I'm not going to be bothering with the unusual gems, this one right here, there will be a point where you can't get it again. I believe that is a missable one. Essentially, if I don't grab it now, later on I might not be able to get it. After certain events transpire. But, anyway. Not going to bother with that. That's just a lot of excess weight. If I had it in my mind to go get them all, then yeah, I'd be grabbing them, and that's fine. I would carry them around with me. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother with that.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
From what I understand, collecting them all, you create this crown or something, and it's worth a lot of money, or maybe it becomes a magic item or something. I don't know.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl. Would the sweetie like a sweetie? Oh yes, how about some chocolate? Oh yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone, and I'm so very hungry. I know a shortcut to the candy shop, through this alley. Oh yeah, very good, very good. My, it's dark down here. Oh, but you're so beautiful, such a lovely smile. Your teeth! No! Arrgh!
I like
Go,
Babette.
Babette,
The
but you are
300-year-old,
so
11-year-old.
What about you, Festus? How did that last contract turn out?
Oh, yes, please, old man. Regale us with your tales of wizardry.
Ah, the young and stupid. Always mocking the experienced and brilliant. My contract went very well, I'll have you know. Tried a new spell. Little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out. Damned messy.
And what of your latest, Arnbjorn? Something about a Khajiit. Merchant, was it?
Oh, a big doggy chasing a little kitty. How adorable.
I am not adorable, it was not funny, and he wasn't a merchant. He was a Khajiit monk, a master of the Whispering Fang style. But now he's dead, and I have a new loincloth.
Wow. That's pretty funny. Alright, here we go, man. My shout will be complete.
Everyone else is saying it can't possibly be true. But really, a horker, some twine, 3 wood elves, and a hatchet? Points for creativity, if nothing else.
There you are. Astrid's told me all about you. Heard she pulled the old choose your victim gag with you. Ah, I love that
In the
one.
end, I opted for my claws.
You're going to love it here. We have a lot of fun, and we look out for each other, just like any family. I'm just a little girl. The Dark Brotherhood killed my mama and papa, and then they took me captive. Please, please help me. Rather convincing, don't you think? In truth, I'm no more a little girl than you are. I was once, of course, 300 years ago.
The temple contract?
Vampirism tends
Well,
to
I
keep
certainly
one
won't deny my
remarkably
involvement.
fresh.
I'm just
So creepy.
hiding inside the body of
Take a look.
bloody brilliant idea.
May have to name a character Babette one day. I like how she preys on predators and child molesters and stuff, though. Makes her pretty cool in my book.
Kill well and often.
When I first received the blessing of the wolf, my creator gave me a valuable piece of advice. Arnbjorn, he said, never lose. And I never do. Well, well, it's raw meat. Oh, my beautiful wife has told me all about you. I'll give you a week before you end up dead in a ditch. Look, if you're trying to get to know me, don't. I don't like you, and I never will. It's nothing personal, but... my wife trusts you, and I trust her judgment, so you can't be all bad. Here's all you need to know. I'm a werewolf. I like killing things. I love Astrid. I hate annoying people. And the color blue gives me a headache. Yeah, good luck.
I seriously doubt he likes Cicero much then.
Let me get.
Cicero is annoying if nothing
Her
else.
husband, she has a tendency to do that. Doesn't want the others thinking she plays favorites.
Well, that might not be the reason she doesn't tell everyone you're married, dude. But I'll leave that between y'all.
New sister, may I offer my most sincere welcome to our family. You certainly have a strange energy about you. I look forward to following your progress. What a curious question. Well, I enjoy moonlit nights, taking long walks on the beach, knitting, and unicorns. In fact, I once took a seaside stroll on a moonlit night and discovered a unicorn, which I proceeded to stab in the throat with a crochet needle. I'm a woman of refined yet simple tastes. Kill well and often.
Kill well and often.
Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certainty? I am therefore honored to be Doom's herald, to play some part in a being's inevitable end.
Ah, yes. You're a necessity in the natural order. People are going to die anyway, so you might as well expedite that along a little bit. Apparently we have this guy who discovered the Dark Brotherhood, and, well, this is his end. Spider food. Yep, this is the note that never got out in the mail. I have discovered the sanctuary of the Dark Brotherhood. Everyone must know. Actually, truth be told, I think the Dark Brotherhood is a secret that's not a secret, that everyone wants to stay secret, so that they can use the Dark Brotherhood for their services every so often, huh? I could have done this back at the Keep in Riften, but... So I totally forgot there was an enchanting table here. That's pretty convenient.
Oh, you mean in that manor house during the thunderstorm? What can I say? That's just like you heard.
I'm just trying to imagine you hiding inside the body of a mammoth. Blood. Brilliant idea.
Let that be a lesson to you, young fox. There is no challenge.
Might as well go ahead and
magic
crank up the value of some of these items. Found that sneak is a really, really valuable one. It's not really one I'm worried about using for myself, but it's worth 2 or 3 times as much as some of the other enchantments. Whatever reason. Like a ring with a grand soul gem, its value goes like well over 2 grand. I mean, that's pretty nice. Especially considering my enchantment skill isn't all the way up either. I imagine they'll be worth even more than that once I can make them a little stronger. But anyway, good to know. So far, the only one of you guys, one of the viewers, had mentioned it too. Is that I think it was David Venters. I think he mentioned that the Turn Undead is pretty valuable, and it is. It's the most valuable one that I have on weapon enchantments right now.
Tidbit.
But I do believe Paralyze is worth a crap ton, which I haven't found it yet. I'm not going to go buy something like that. It's not something I'll use, so I'll wait to find it, and then once I find it, I can use it as an enchantment to increase the value of my stuff. That's pretty much all it'll be for. It's not useless. I mean, it's definitely good. If you can get it to proc a Paralyze effect, I mean, it's nice. I use Paralyze potions a lot, even though those are worth money also. And actually, for the ones I use, I could probably sell those instead if I had a Paralyze weapon. But the Paralyze isn't a guarantee. I think it's just a small chance to Paralyze. Which, dual wielding, now if you got that on both your blades, the odds of you hitting a Paralyze are pretty high. Because you're swinging a lot. So, I mean, there is that. But I'd much rather save that slot for something that actually does damage. Most likely, at the end of the day, my weapons will have, fire's all fine and dandy and everything, but a lot of dragons are fire-based. Your basic bandits and stuff that you run into, and a lot of your Draugr, they're susceptible to fire. I mean, so it has its purposes. But I've always been kind of partial to cold. In fact, I want to say that's true across all my characters. And I really like cold. I like frost enchantments. Always have. Don't know why. Just partial to that. It's no logical reason. In fact, I've liked to lean towards those even when enemies that I face, when there's a high number of enemies that are resistant to it, I still like cold.
Dysfunctional little
Strange.
family. Ah, Going for the mysterious and brooding thing, huh? That may work for your targets, but you'll find I'm not so easily impressed. Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure. It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you. I'll teach you how to use it effectively, and keep you quick on your feet.
I totally forgot he was a light armor trainer. That's getting expensive. I'm gonna have to go make some money. I mean, it's great to have the training, though. I'm glad all that kind of fell in place there. We're almost at that magical 50 mark.
Well then, let's get started. I've got 3 available right now. Your targets are the beggar Narfi, an ex-miller named Enodius Papias, and Baytild, a mine boss. When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more. Happy hunting.
I think the key is to keep going to Grelka there in Riften, because I can sell her stuff. In other words, I can train with her, and then if I've got a bunch of junk to unload, just sell it right back to her. Just make sure to train first, have the money to cover my training first, and then train, and then, you know, if I've got a crap ton of potions, all kinds of jewelry, enchanted gear, blah, 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 then I should be able to get that right back. Because it's going to start really getting expensive. When you get up into like 700, 800, 900 per point, that's a bit. That's $4 or $5 grand each time you train. So yeah, that's like the price of a small house. I won't be worrying much more about it anyway. We're getting up to the point where I can probably even start taking some hits with that. May even go so far as to enchant one of the pieces of armor with a light armor enchantment. Raise light armor rating. That actually sounds like a good idea. Alright, so we'll go do all 3 of these real quick. We already know where Narfi is, and I know where that, Amodius, or whatever his name was, I know where he is. He's just down the road from Angus Mill, right along the road there somewhere. I think he's like near a frozen waterfall or something. And then Baytild, she's in Dawnstar. Be good to unlock that too if we feel like doing the Skull of Corruption Daedric quest. Those are just things to do. I have the achievement for all the Daedric artifacts. Actually, I have the platinum for Skyrim, so I've got all those types of things. One good thing about this playthrough is if we get into the Dawnguard, there are a few trophies there I don't have on PlayStation. I had all the achievements for Dawnguard on Xbox, but haven't done them all here. I wanted to make sure I get platinum here. The really good games, the really big games, I've gone back and redone on PlayStation to get completionist trophies. All 3 Mass Effects, the Dragon Age, which I didn't play Inquisition on Xbox, of course. I was already on PlayStation by then, but all the Dragon Age, let's see. So one game that I haven't done on PlayStation yet that I did on Xbox, and I'm almost scared of it because it's so time-consuming and it was so, it was tedious, was a Bayonetta. And I believe they have a PS3 also. Pretty sure it's a PS game. But I got the complete game, the 1000 gamer score on Xbox, and that was...
Let's go.
Wow, that game, when you get up into the, I think it's the platinum difficulty, oh my gosh. It's brutal. I'm not real good with the quick time event things and the combos and stuff. Getting set combo patterns, and there's so many in that game, it's almost limitless. I mean, you have combo patterns that stretch 6, 8, 10, 12 button presses long. I mean, it's ridiculous. Amazing game, though. It's totally unique. Love that game. I don't know how the game doesn't just bog down and even freeze sometimes with all that's going on, because the action's so ridiculous and the animations are beautiful and the artwork is just superb. It's amazing. Amazing game. I loved it. But geez, the hours I put into it, I don't know if I could do that on PlayStation again. I did go back and do the Dark Souls, though. Did go get Dark Souls Platinum. I'm 1 or 2 trophies away from Demon Souls. Have a buddy of mine that I met on playing Elder Scrolls Online. They were big Dark Souls fans also, and they have actually it's just 2 guys, and they helped each other get the platinums. It's the stupid, what was it, pure blade stone or something. It's the sword. There's 2. It's like a pure Dark Moonstone. Anyway, for those of you Demon Souls fans, it's 2 particular things that I farmed for forever and just couldn't get. I wasn't lucky. Just didn't get it. Anyway, but that wasn't an Xbox game anyway. That was just a PlayStation game, but it does fit into the Souls category. But yeah, the big ones like that, I made sure to come and complete them on PlayStation also, just out of respect for the game. Skyrim being one of those. Oblivion didn't have any trophies on PlayStation. Apparently, Bethesda at the time disrespected PlayStation to the point that it was an afterthought. Basically, PlayStation players begged for it, and Bethesda, at least to give them some credit, they went ahead and caved in and put it out for PlayStation, but they didn't include a trophy system with it. So there are no trophies on Elder Scrolls 4 on PlayStation. Thought that was kind of sad. Would have been an excuse to play it through, do a complete playthrough. Not that you really need an excuse, the game's amazing anyway. And have I gone too far? I think I have. Sitting here talking, so we're going to be doing a little bit of leg work here. Running back and forth, killing all these, well, I don't know if they're innocent people or not. Innocent to me, I can't see what they could have done. Of course, this dude is out here freezing to death all by himself out in the wilderness, avoiding everybody for a reason. Piss somebody off. I think I have an empty black soul gem, too. I wonder if I can get away with this. I don't think there's any witnesses around. I would like to avoid a bounty if I could. Well, that didn't work, did it? Is there like a misfire chance on Soul Trap? I know sometimes it just doesn't take effect. I'm thinking I'm missing my targets, but most of the time, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss if you're right up on them like that.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
There we go. More filled black soul gems. I like getting as many empty black soul gems as I can, and then getting in there, go find a raider cave. The one down there by Riverwood is great. I mean, especially when you're higher level, you get some black soul gems, just run in there with like a bow that has soul trap on it. Go ahead and fill them up real quick. They're done with you. I got no bounty. All right, that's cool. Got away with it. Either no witnesses, or when I hit him with soul trap and he attacked me first, it counted as self-defense or something. I don't know. Whatever. Be nice to spawn a dragon here. That would be awesome. Although, to be honest, now that I have the Mark for Death shouts, I got souls to unlock them. I really don't need anything else, to tell you the truth. There's other shouts that I use here and there, but don't really have to. Use them for funds. Mark for Death really can carry the day. It really can. What's this? Well, it's a threat. I don't know what it is. Bandit? Ah, ooh, oh, these are nasty. Yeah, these are nasty. These are like bandit highwaymen who can suck the life out of you at the same time. They're bad. They hit really, really hard. Doesn't matter what they do. Whether they hit you with a spell or they hit you with a it's all the same. They have a really high damage output and their health pool is like a dragon. And it's running from me for some reason. Yeah. It is afraid of us. Seriously. Come back here. Okay. Alright, well, you done pissed me off. No. What I hate is when you change them and you get all, chase them and you get all brave and stuff, and then they turn on you and one shot you. It's like, oh, maybe I should have left you alone. I could have captured this thing's soul. Counts as a person, I believe. Did I ever unlock that third word for the shout? I don't think so. I'll make sure to do that at some point. I believe I saved a soul just for that, so. It's gonna start eating away at you eventually. I just seriously got major dodge skills. Seriously? Like that? Why is she running from me like this, though? I mean, this is strange. It's fine, but it's weird. Good job, Uthgar. Oh, I wish that was one-handed, man. Oh, that would have been lovely. I love finding something that I'm looking for free, not having to... Oh, well, go trade for it, but that's fine. That's still good. I think I can disenchant that, so... Still no dragon. What a contrast. Howling winds and snow. Come back this same time tomorrow and it'll be all bright out with birds chirping and stuff. It snows a lot more up here, though. Windhelm, it seems like it's snowing at least half the time. You know, while we're here, why don't we go ahead and do that, what is this? This isn't the sweep job. I think this is the burglary? Oh, the point I was making in the previous video is when you're doing the jobs for Vex and Delvin, if Delvin and Vex's jobs were here, always take the sweep jobs and always take the burglary jobs. Because when you burgle, it'll usually be 3 items that you need to go get out of the, for the burglary. Well, those items, they actually have a money value, and it adds up to enough to cover the sweep job. You have to steal a certain amount worth of goods to count as a sweep. So you literally do them at the exact same time. You accomplish one with the other. And so if Vex's job, or if Delvin's job was here also, then when we burgle this house, it would complete them both. Anyway, it's fine. This time it wasn't a big deal. We'll be going to Markarth here anyway. The next contract for the Brotherhood is going to send us to Markarth. We may even go find Sam Gwevin and start the Sanguine Rose quest, which is going to send us to Markarth. Anyway, regardless. And then while we're there, we can also do the Sibyl of Dibella, which gives us a free... it's called the Blessing of Dibella, I believe, but it's essentially the Black Widow perk from Fallout. It's basically the same thing, and you do more damage to the opposite sex. Not sure if it works for male characters against female characters. I think so. I think it's just straight up extra damage against the opposite sex, period. That doesn't, of course, count towards dragons and Draugr and things of that nature. It's just people. One thing about Skyrim is I don't know if there's as many female bandits as male bandits, but close. It seems to be pretty evenly mixed in there. So, and even with even when you get into, say, the Imperials, or the Stormcloaks if you side with the Imperials, whatever, blah. But, the Thalmor, all of them, is that there's women in the mix too, so it's kind of evenly balanced for one or the other. Now in Fallout, it was much more of an advantage for a female character because most of the raiders and human enemies that you face were male. Not all of them. There were even some female enclave, and you wouldn't really know till you either heard them talk or say took their armor, you know, and saw what they were wearing underneath type thing. It's hard to tell, but still, they're mostly male, and most of the raiders were male too. So much bigger advantage for a female character with that perk. I see, like I could return that to Vex. It'd been nice to have Devlin's job here also. That would have been nice, but that's cool. Key to Devlin's jobs, if you're doing it just by itself, is preferably to find some jewelry. I think even pickpocketing counts as long as you steal anything anywhere in that hold. So if you can get away with stealing like a really expensive ring or necklace or two, that would count. Or go into a shop and maybe find something fancy laying around. Or if you know someone's house, sometimes the Jarls keep. I don't know what unusual gems are worth. But I don't think they're considered stealing most of the time either. I think there's only 1 or 2 unusual gems that actually count as a theft, if any. So that probably wouldn't count anyway. I was thinking, if you got friggin' sweep job in a hold, just go grab a gem. Yeah, but I don't think that... I know they're worth something, but I don't think that counts. Can we get a dragon to spawn? I mean, seriously. Need to kill more dragons. I'll be wishing I hadn't said that later, I'm sure. We're only about 5 or 10 levels away from the ancients. I believe they start around 30-something, right? Something like that. And that's, I don't think they have much bigger health pool, honestly. At least compared to the amount of damage I'm doing, but I think they just start hitting a lot harder. They definitely scale. The damage they do definitely scales. If your armor and resistances aren't scaled with it, they pretty much one-shot you all the time, type of thing.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Not Uthgard, though. Nothing one-shots Uthgard.
Can't wait here forever.
She's super bad.
Sun feels good, huh?
Oh man, the Khajiits aren't here. This looks like one of their camps. They should be hanging out. Maybe they're off hunting or something. Or a dragon just chased them off. I don't know. Whatever. This is also a dragon spawn point. Well, not right here necessarily, but just a little bit the other direction down the road. There's certain spawns, it seems like, where they will usually pop up. You could essentially farm dragons like that. In fact, I think the road that leads into Winterhold, if you fast travel to Winterhold, the road that leads in, just go away from Winterhold just a little bit, and a dragon almost always spawns there too.
Ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is open in Medina. And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. And here you are. Good. Come in, browse the display and let's talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside.
Alright. Forgot getting this letter. I think that was that courier who trolled me in the middle of the conversation, walked up, interrupted, said, "Here, take this."
Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business? They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's mythic dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gonzol and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Runes, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Good luck finding the fragments. Those robes were worn during the Mythic Dawn's secret meetings, where they plotted to bring the Daedra Mehrunes Dagon into Tamriel. Each bolt of Yup, that burned paper, is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, a blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said the commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Kamaran. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Ah, yes, that scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn.
That actually is a cool looking scabbard. It really is. It's a cool looking dagger, period. Alright, so this lunatic, I think he's got it in his mind to basically single-handedly destroy Tamriel with the dagger. He's gonna wield his dagger and destroy the world and make them remember his ancestors or something. I don't know. Anyway. Friggin' lunatic. Bad enough. I guess he read enough of those books to snap his brain somewhere. Or maybe reading that burnt little page there was enough to just put him over the edge or something.
What is it? Go on ahead. I'll stand guard.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of this miner lady. Like I said, if I was trying to feed my ebony blade, what I would have done is probably sometime during the day just gone and mined some ore. Often there's a cave nearby, and then sell it to her. All you have to do is just sell her a couple pieces. That's all it takes. And then she becomes your quote-unquote friend. And then you use the blade itself to carry out the contract, and you basically kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Civilized people don't brandish their weapons unless they plan to use them.
Is that ventriloquism? I kind of did plan on using... Sorry, girl. I'm kind of curious to see if her dead body sends hired thugs after me. I believe that's happened before. Get hired thugs from somebody who I stole from after they were dead. I could swear that one time I got hired thugs sent after me by a bandit whom I had killed. It was like a bandit chief. It was a named bandit chief. I want to say Falkreath. I want to say just, east of Falkreath. There's a house up there, and there's like a little story behind it.
Burned it to the ground. Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
We going?
Lead the way.
In fact, it may be a Thieves Guild mission that sends you up there. Is it Thieves Guild? Or Assassins? Might be Dark Brotherhood. I don't remember. Anyway, it seems like there's some little side quest or something that sends you up to this shack east of Falkreath, just up this hill. It's this hill they send rolling boulders down at you. They've got it trapped. There's some bandits up, and then there's this house, and there's like a hidden passageway in the house that leads down to this ruin. Lots of loot down there. But it seems like something counted as stealing, and after I killed the bandit leader there, I swear hired thugs came with a contract with her name on it. I'm pretty sure that happened. Thought it was funny anyway. Ton. Not only dead people, but dead enemies sending bandits after you. I guess they really got their feelings hurt when you stole their, I don't know, golden candlestick or something. Whatever. Alright. And so, I guess I still seriously suspect the innkeeper here of putting out this contract on Narfi. I also suspect the innkeeper of killing off Narfi's sister. I have no idea why I suspect that, I just do. Sorry, Narfi. Join the rest of your family, man. Wow. I hit him so hard he went under the floor. Well, shit. Well, hid the body, I guess. Make sure I don't have a bounty. I don't think anyone saw that. Easiest way is just to run up to a guard and see if he tries to attack you or arrest you.
You're like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
Really? Dude? Looks like a big two-handed sword strapped to your back there. Alrighty then. And so that's it. That's all our contracts. I don't remember what he gives us each for those. This is probably good for a couple grand, I hope.
But the Night Mother is mother to all. It is her voice we follow, her will. Would you dare risk disobedience? And surely punish me.
Keep talking, little man, and we'll see who gets punished.
Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog. The man has had a long journey. You can at least be civil. Mr. Cicero, I, for one, am delighted you and the Night Mother have arrived. Your presence here signals a welcome return to tradition.
Oh, what a kind and wise wizard you are. Sure to earn Our Lady's favor.
You and the Night Mother are of course welcome here, Cicero. And you will be afforded the respect deserving of your position as keeper. Understood, husband?
Her.
Oh, yes, yes, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But make no mistake, I am the leader of this sanctuary. My word is law. Are we clear on that point?
Oh, yes, mistress. Perfectly. You're the boss.
Ah,
So,
there you are.
Is it true?
Good. I was
The
done
temple
speaking with that
contract?
muttering
Well, I
fool
certainly won't
anyway.
deny my involvement.
We've got some business to discuss.
I'm just
I do
trying to
indeed.
imagine you hiding
You must
inside
go to
body.
the city of Markarth and speak with the apothecary's assistant.
When I
You'll
first
probably
spoke
find
to
her
us,
in the
I
Hag's
was
Cure
like,
when the shop is open.
Break that
The girl's been running her mouth. Wants an ex-lover killed. She's apparently performed the Black Sacrament. Her name is Muiri. I need you to talk to her, set up the contract, and carry it out. Just do whatever the contact wishes. Be professional, represent us well, and get the job done. Since it's your first contract, I'll let you keep whatever Muiri pays. She'll be generous, I'm sure. They always are.
By Sithis, you slew everyone. Well, everyone who lies just as a witness. Does your
Me? I've been part of the Dark Brotherhood from the day I first hatched. I am Shadow Scale, you see. Born under the sign of the Shadow. Truthfully, I'm not entirely sure. It's not that I don't have the utmost respect for Sithis and the Night Mother and the ancient ways. I do. But I've never been much for religion. I kill because it's what I've been trained to do. It's all I know. So long as Astrid is happy, I'm happy. Once I was a Shadow Scale, an assassin in service to the King of Black Marsh, trained by the Dark Brotherhood since the day of my hatching. But that was a lifetime ago. Today, I am the last of my kind. My order is extinct. Now, I happily serve Astrid in this sanctuary. I am a trained killer, and once again have been given purpose. Life is good. Until next time, sister.
Almost reminds me of Stan in Dragon Age. For some reason. Alright. I hear him. Where's he at?
Can't possibly be true.
You must be talking about the caravan job.
It was a
Gotta turn in these contracts.
Astrid said as much. Yet here you stand, hale and hearty.
When one can divine the future, success may not be assured, but it can at least be anticipated. It helps that I've
Still
already
here.
foretold my
What's
own
the matter?
death.
Can't handle what I'm throwing your way?
Actually, I'm done. Mouth.
Congratulations. You slaughtered an emaciated beggar in cold blood. You are truly an opponent to be feared. Here's your payment. Good. And I hope you were careful in that lumber mill. Those splinters and rusty nails can be quite nasty. Your payment for a job well done. Of course she is. I hear the mining business is extremely cutthroat. And those hours, the murder. I could do this all day.
Please don't.
Here's your payment.
Those aren't bad jokes. They're not even jokes.
I'm sorry, I don't. Come see me again later.
Alright.
Sister. I don't like mimes, minstrels, thespians, acrobats, jugglers, troubadours, or tumblers. Flutists give me a headache. I particularly hate jesters. As a rule, I'm also not crazy about the corpses of old women. For the Night Mother, I'll make an exception. But Astrid is the only mistress I serve. Happy hunting.
Not just because of Cicero, but overall, the Dark Brotherhood storyline here has more of a comical, less serious nature to it. Remember in,
Wait! Oh, wait!
in Oblivion, it was a bit more morbid.
Yes, yes! From the road, Cicero never forgets a face. I am! But not just my mother, our mother, The Night Mother, oh yes. And you helped me. You helped poor Cicero. You talked to Lorius and got him to fix my wheel. Oh, you may have pleased me, but you have surely pleased the Night Mother. And our mother, she will never forget. Me? Oh, Cicero is just the keeper. I keep. I I look after our matron, you see, the Night Mother. I keep her clean and protected and... happy. But I am not the listener. Oh, no. There is no listener. Not yet. But someday, I pray that one will come to hear her say the words.
He's so off. He's just gone. Oh, this dude.
Oh, well, the listener is the only person the Night Mother speaks to. It is the highest honor attainable by a member of the Dark Brotherhood. Of course, Our Lady is dead, so she doesn't talk with words, since her lips are rotted. But inside the listener's head, I hear it's intimate. Ah, but there has not been a listener in years and years. Our Lady has not chosen Cicero, and certainly not Astrid, or anyone, but someday. The Night Mother's crypt in Breville was desecrated. The Imperial province is ravaged by strife. Nowhere there is safe at present. So Cicero brought Our Lady to her new home. Here, this is the only sanctuary left in all of Skyrim, you see. Such was my honor as keeper. Oh, what? Who is the Night Mother? Oh, you jest. You jest with gullible Cicero. You, of course, know that the Night Mother is our unholy matron. The undying spirit of a great woman who birthed the children of Sithis. And killed them in his honor. That's like telling you about the cold of space, or terror of midnight. Sithis is all those things. He is the void. Oh, Cicero takes care of Our Lady's body. Oils it, preserves it, keeps it safe. Makes sure nobody disrespects our matron's coffin. Right then.
You know, he is made intentionally annoying so that, well, you just want to kill him. I mean, for, you know, obvious reasons, right? He is actually the Dark Brotherhood. He actually is all that remains of the Dark Brotherhood. Not only is he the only loyal, he's the only knowledgeable and loyal to the tenets, to what the Dark Brotherhood is and stands for, as crazy up front as he may seem. And, well, mindless, solicited or unsolicited murder, I guess, is off the rocker like that. But anyway, there you have it. He really is the Dark Brotherhood, what's left of it, and it needs to be reestablished from scratch. So we'll see that as time comes. But they present him this way so that you're tempted to not look into the Dark Brotherhood, and then only by investigating a little bit do you actually see what's really going on. So anyway, alright, if you want to subscribe, click that button up top, right, if you haven't already. If you want to catch the rest of this Let's Play up to this point, then click that image there in the middle. It should send you to the playlist. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.